Okay, let's take us to like your childhood days, growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a kid, man, how was life? You know, in the household you grew up in, how was life? What was life about?
It was, you know what, man? I had my mom,
Okay,
you know, my grandmother,
okay,
my uncle. He always f***ed with me, you know. On my mom's side, you know what I'm saying? Her brother, like, he always f***ed with me or
For
whatnot.
sure.
Like, and was cool, you know, probably up to like maybe like 9, like, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot. You know, my mom made sure like I had a lot, and then she just kind of got into a certain situation, and I just, like, I guess I probably would have never knew what having it was if I didn't have it, and then it got took from me
Okay.
at such a young age.
You seen the difference.
You know what I'm saying? I seen the difference. Like, if I would have probably like just like got born into that shit and not having nothing, my mama not looking out, like probably, you know, I would have never knew the difference, but I saw it, you know.
You seen the good, then you seen the bad.
But to be real with you, Church, like, I feel like anything that I've went through, like, I ain't blaming my mama. I ain't mad. Like, that's cool. We could talk about like my upbringing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't blame my mama, bro. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss my friend. That was my friend. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I lived with my mama. Like, man, we done took care of stuff together. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Then what about your father?
me and him, we cool.
Okay.
We
Okay.
cool, you know, and I think, like, I even told him, like, man, I was like, look, and I think it takes you to listen, you have to get grown.
To
when
understand.
You get to understand,
Okay.
like, why he may not have been there.
Okay.
Or why certain things may have happened, because you starting to have different relationships and situationships that you're engaging on. So, and especially becoming a father, okay, and you having baby mothers or a baby mother, you know, and things like that. So you kind of can see, especially if you're not with them, you can see the difference in why things may happen the way that they happen. And that's not blaming my mama, you know.
Understood.
But I don't blame my daddy neither.
Do you think their separation is kind of what kept him not there as much as he could have been? You think them being separated played a big part of that?
Yep, I think it's because, and I'll agree with you, because I feel like that's a lot. That's a lot of people. Like, man, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of men. Like, if you're not in the household, even women, like, you treat the man different if he's not there. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving him the same, you know what I'm saying, the same reins that he once had, you know what I'm saying, with the kids. Now there's these stipulations and all these fucking loopholes and all the extra shit.
So it's
you know
like
what
he
I
got
mean?
his back against the wall.
Yeah, it's like he got his back against the wall. That's why I say, like, I'm happy that I kind of went through certain things because I understand life a little bit better now.
Okay.
I really do. Like, I understand what people can go through, especially as a man, like, you know, being a father or just whatever, you know. People go through shit, man. Like, at the end of the day, people go through shit, man. It's not.
When you was younger, did you ever like hold like a grudge against him, or was you ever mad at him at some point when you was younger, when you didn't understand before you got older?
A little bit, because I didn't understand why you left a nigga in a fucked up situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew my situation, like, you knew it wasn't really good, but you left me in it. But I mean, shit, it is what it is. I'm glad that man, I'm strong today, man.
Yes.
Like, I had this fire that
glad you
burned
went
me.
through that.
Like, man, I'm glad about. I can't be mad. Like, there's no crying about that. Like, nigga, the cards laid out the way that they laid out.
And
That's
you
all
just
when I
gotta
watch
play the
people.
hand.
That's all when I watch people cry about their life, man. I'm like, that ain't gonna help you. I wasn't taught to do that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But everybody's different.
Everybody is different, but I just know that crying ain't never solved shit, nigga. It's cool. Have your 5 minutes. That's cool.
It's better to let it out. It's better to let it out than hold it in.
But sometimes you could take that feeling and you could turn it into a fire, man, that you ain't never seen before. You could turn it
I've
into some
shedded many
energy.
tears.
Me too.
And I'm a fire.
Me too.
Okay,
but
so
I
you
take
have
that-
shedded some tears before that.
I mean, that's why I said have your 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's okay to have your 5 minutes.
Well, not to hold your entire life. Have your 5 minutes and get it together and get on with your life and do what you got to do.
I took my pain, Church, and I turned it into something.
You're supposed to. I did the same. I did the same thing.
I turned that shit into something, man, and shit. Maybe that's why I'm where I'm at today. I don't know. Like, I just took that shit, man. Like, I done been through a lot too, Church. I done lost a lot of things. I done went through a lot of things that didn't make sense at the time.
Yes.
But when you keep growing and you keep going, it all starts to become crystal clear, baby.
Life was not meant to be easy. You got to go through something in life, and that's what molds you into who you are. You know, that's what brings the strength in a person. That's what gives the knowledge to a person. And you said you have kids. How many kids do you have, loved one?
I got 2.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a girl and a boy.
Okay. What?
My babies.
What's father life to you?
Them was my babies, man. I mean, I just want them to have a normal life, man. It's something like just having things that I didn't even get to have. I don't mind living through them.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't mind living through them, suicide at all. Like, man, taking care of them, making sure that they got what they need, man. That's shit. That's a life worth living to me.
Yes.
It's worth pushing for.
It is.
You know?
There
was a time that I did live just for me. I get it. Hey, hell yeah, I was a very selfish person.
Yeah?
I've been there, yeah. I know what it's like to be super fucking selfish. But
so nobody mattered.
But me. Team me. But maybe that's just what I saw. That's what I was taught.
How old was you at that time?
Man, I was probably like 13, 14, and I'll never forget being hungry, nigga. I went to my grandmama's house, and nigga, I was hungry, and she didn't really have too much food. And I'll never forget sitting there, and like I was hungry, man. I'm sitting there, man. I'm out and smoked a joint or whatever, man. I'm high, so I'm, I want to eat
appetite kicked in.
Yeah, heavier than usual. So like, man, I can't, there's nothing really there. And I just remember sitting right there on like a little electric chair, man. I sat there, man. I was just crying, and I heard her call my name, and she was like, "Hey, come here." She's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Oh, nothing," because I didn't want that to hurt her,
to affect her.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was smart enough to know that. Like, I didn't want that to affect her. That she see that, you know what I'm saying? There's something that I need that she can't quite do. All she can do is give me love, tend, and care, and get some food when we can. Like, which was once a month, but like that shit was limited. My uncle would come over and help out from time to time. He'd do his thing, But
okay.
We wasn't his kids. Like, me and my cousin would be there. Like, we wasn't his kids, bro. But
he still came through for y'all.
But he would still come through, man, from time to time, like, look out for us. Whenever we really needed it, he knew about it. Because my grandma was prideful. She would never say nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit, I remember crying there, nigga, and I promised myself from that day forward, nigga, I swear to you, homie, like this the realest shit I could ever say.
It was a wake up for you.
This is when I changed. Like, this is when, like, the light switch went on. And I was just like, nigga, I promised myself. I was sitting there crying, nigga. I wiped my tears after I told my grandmama that. I told her, I said, man, I told myself, I said,
yes.
I said, man, this is the last day I ever be broke.
And from there, the grind started.
Nigga, from there.
Vicious grind, it was on. Turned
me into, nigga, something like, man, something crazy. They say, man, shit, I act like an ugly nigga, bruh. For real.
So you had to get to it, yeah.
But I never depended on that. Like, and I ain't I'm not the ugliest man. I mean, I'm not the most handsome man in the world, but I ain't the ugliest. I mean, shit, yeah, I can move a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
I never depended on like a look or what you had on your body. That never made you real to me.
It ain't on you, it's in you.
When I was coming up in the streets, like, it didn't matter what you had, nigga. If you know what I'm saying, was a weenie and you had some money, now you just a weenie with some bread.
With some bread,
you know what I'm saying? You ain't really, niggas don't really respect that shit. They didn't really give a fuck. You had to really get outside and get your name.
Yeah.
That's why I understand today, like, niggas can get on SoundCloud or niggas can get on YouTube. You can get on all this shit, bro, and become this overnight star, nigga, but you ain't never really put in no footwork. Like, for who you are.
Yeah.
Hated or love where I come from, nigga, I really did put my footwork in. Like, niggas got to respect that. No matter what the case may be, I never claimed to be the biggest gangster. I never claimed to be none of that. I was who I was, bro.
Straight out.
And I was great at that. And I stand on that.
You're supposed to.
You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to. You earned that. It wasn't given to you.
But come on, let's go back to the family questions.
No, definitely. We gonna go back for sure, for sure. And at what point you could say the selfishness went away? So you was 13 and you went through it. Like, I can't live like this no more.
I got selfish. Nah, because I had to go through it. Like, I had to lose a lot first to hop into that selfish mode.
Okay.
I started hopping into that at like maybe like 25.
Okay.
26.
Okay.
Like, just really, because I'm like, man, I'm shit. I knew what it was like, man, to like have my last, man, and make sure shit, my bitch still had a fresh fit, my nigga, for that night. I go to the mall, nigga, she sleep, I go pick out something for her to wear, nigga, and lay it on the bed for her. So when she wake up, man, she got something fresh to put on. I knew what she liked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did some things, my nigga. I'm doing this in a fucking suite, bro. Like, I'm I'm trying, nigga. I done been through pole pimping, nigga, rich pimping. I done had things, homie. I ain't never fucked with no kids, nigga. I ain't never did no weird shit. I ain't never had no underage bitch. I ain't never did none of that shit, homie.
Okay.
Straight up. Like, that smut'll never be on my name.
Yeah.
Like, nigga can't go try to dig that, nigga, if he wanted to, nigga. You'll never find it.
It ain't
never,
there.
It's not. It's never.
It's
there,
not
homie.
there. Yeah.
But people even try to talk about the game, so it's all like, oh, it's a, you fucking human traffickers. Hey man, I don't send any. Listen, I've never took anybody. I'm not taking anybody anywhere. So you can't say I ever moved anybody to anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what they get it fucked up. Like nobody's kidnapping people. Like they take it from that sense because they watch it on TV and they see it like, oh, you're
pulling up, dropping them off.
Nigga, you're pulling up in a white van and you're just collecting all these girls and you're just you're taking them and you're drugging them up and you're saying like, no, nigga, some of the bad, like, let me tell you something, homie, like, there's some bad hoes out in the world, nigga.
Yeah.
That really get it like that are badder than bad. Like, nigga, badder than nigga Victoria's Secret models, all that,
all
nigga,
that.
you'll never know. And is getting it up. And that bitch is doing that shit already by herself. She just wants some companionship, church. That's all she really wants.
And that's how she get it.
That's all she really wants.
That's the same as saying getting it out the mud.
No offense to a person. When I say a square, I mean a person that they're not in that lifestyle, to that. Like, you live a very normal way. But, like, a square could never really even understand a woman that's even like that. Like he can until the pussy spell wears out. I've said that before, bro. Like, till that pussy spell really just wears off of him. Now he's getting agitated from her leaving the house and doing things like this, man. Hey, the hoe is gonna hoe, man. She's gonna do that shit already by herself.
Straight up, it's in her.
Come on, man. I'm retired,
She chose
nigga,
that
and
lifestyle.
I know, nigga, what it really was. I mean, it's changed today. So it's not the same, bro. It's not the same today at all.
And I know you glad you out the game, right?
Yeah. Because you know what? And I'm glad I got out, man, when it started to take its fucking full fall. Because it's falling, man.
Do you miss it?
I mean,
At some points?
I'm always miss it, man. We miss a lot of things, right?
Yes, we miss a lot of things,
I miss
for
a lot
sure.
of things, man.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I miss people that done passed away on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss a lot of people, man. But I think this is my window to really push and transition. This is the
transition time. That's what this is about.
And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been really working on, man, the last couple of years, just full transition, man.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.